Hello, everybody. Hello, and welcome.
Hello.
Hello. It is, in fact, time for Toonkind FPS stuff. Yes.
As you do.
As you do, yes. My name is ArtistofObsessions, and I am one of the players in today's FPS, and I will be playing Little Tally Mark. Little baby. Yeah. Little tiny rogue.
And we love her so much.
Yes.
And I'm Lewis, the local ghost, but it's fine. You all know this voice by now, hopefully. I'm playing Tobias. I'm playing Tobias. Oh, he's sleeping.
He's... That's Tobias! He is, in fact, sleeping.
Not for long, but he is sleeping.
Not for long! Well... Tobias, it is an ungodly hour of the morning. It is like 2 or 3 a.m. And let me tell you.
Oh no.
Do you want to roll perception? Just for fun, like, how do we do this? I don't know. You know what?
I don't know, because...
Yeah, because if you fail the perception, then nothing's gonna happen. So I'm just gonna say...
I think you should roll stealth.
Oh my gosh.
Just as a fun thing.
Just as a fun thing, to see how long it takes. That's a 24! That's almost a nat 20! Jesus, okay.
She has been there for hours. There is nothing in the fridge anymore.
Tally has, in fact, snuck into the Clubhouse. How did she get a key? Don't worry about it.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. She lives
Marcel might be missing the key to the Clubhouse for a little bit. Don't worry about it.
It's fine.
But Tally has, in fact, raided the cabinets in the kitchen for snacks.
Unfortunately, the FPS cannot start until Tobias is awake. So Tobias wakes up and he sees a child right in front of him.
That's right.
There is a single child loose in the clubhouse.
I'm sorry, I wasn't expecting you to pull out those tries.
What do you mean you didn't expect it?
I thought you were doodling them for fun. I didn't realize. Oh no, okay. Well,
they stare at each other for 15 minutes straight.
Stop! You're killing me.
Don't die! No!
Oh, I can't focus. Oh no.
I'm so sorry.
You did this to me. You did this to me. Okay. Well, Tobias, there is in fact a child staring directly in front of you.
Just 15 minutes later. But just starts slowly sitting up like, Tally?
Oh, hi. And like, she's in fact holding like a little box of crackers that she's been eating this whole time.
He doesn't even care about that. How did you get in here? I thought you gave me back the key.
Well, I may have borrowed one of the keys from Marcel. Well,
does he
kind of
know
borrowed.
You borrowed the key?
Well, he wasn't supposed to, but then he found me looting around through his stuff. So he does know.
Mm-hmm. So, one thing I know about that is that the key is not the only thing Tally borrowed from Marcel's space.
Yeah! Because me and Vamp did do this in like the DMs before this. And Tally did in fact get caught and got a whole bunch of star stickers on her face from...
Does she still have them on?
Yes, of course. What do you take me for? Some kind of heathen? Of course she still has the star stickers on her face.
Good, wonderful.
They're all over her freckles. Little star freckles.
Tobias stares at them for a little while longer before being like, I'm not going to start this.
It's too early in the morning for this.
Exactly, because it's fucking 3 a.m.
It's 3 a.m.
Tobias is no care in the world. What are you doing here? So, I see you found the fridge. That's fine. Yes.
Well, some people mentioned that you know stuff about Crunkle things, and I was curious.
And as Tally is talking, she's just kind of climbing up onto the bed because she's so small. She's so small, and I know for a fact that this is an enormous bed.
It is an enormous bed because I can do that. So I gave Tobias I don't know the bed's names. I think this is a California king-sized one.
Oh, that's big.
Yeah, that's big. That's the biggest bed there is. Fuck this. I'm giving that to Tobias.
That's big.
That's probably what Kyle had before. I'm just going with that.
I mean, yeah. So there's Tally just hopping up on the bed.
Just kicking a little fit because she didn't make it on the first try.
Yeah. And I must mention, Tally is in fact wide awake. Tally has no concept of bedtime, which is going to be fun to figure out when she moves in with Bob eventually.
That's going to be fine. Let's not worry about this. She's not going to be a bad influence on Rad's sleep schedule whatsoever. I know about Crunkle. Sure, what do you want to know? He knows he's not getting rid of Dolly. She's a child. She has questions. She knows he has the answers. He is too tired to fight it.
Well, how does because I know he's a god and stuff, and how that stuff works is still kind of confusing for me because it's weird. There are rules and I don't know the rules, but it's fine.
To everyone who is listening right now, I am 100% about to improv every single thing I say beyond this point about Crunkle. And all of this will be made canon the second it comes out of my mouth. And there's nothing you can do about it. Also, Tobias is still waking up, so that works with the fact I have no fucking idea what I'm doing. Yeah, sure. Do you maybe have questions that would help me get started on what you want to know about Crunkle?
Well, what does he do? Because I know gods do stuff. I know Prismatone does stuff with feelings and things because Sammy talks about her a lot. And I know he's the god of love and stuff, but what does that mean?
Well, Prismatone is the deity of feelings, Crunkle is the deity of emotions. They're kind of different, but that's a topic for another time.
Oh.
Is also the deity of love, yeah. But like that's a thing people don't think about much, but that it's like is about all kinds of love. So like not only romantic love, also friendship and family and every single other relationship you can think about.
Oh. Okay.
That's a thing that people tend to forget, but there's also technically, since he's the deity of emotions, he's also the deity of hate, not only of love.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
But
like,
but why would you be
And like Talia's just kind of like thinking, like her little mitten hands resting on her chin.
Well, I'm not good at describing this kind of stuff, but it's like that's like emotions. You're really passionate about them. They just come from your body instincts and all of that jazz. And just like when you love people, you're also gonna hate people. That's something that just happens.
Tally nods sagely.
And you feel, even that makes no sense, but even if it's different, it's also kind of the same, like it's kind of driven by the same kind of passion.
Do you want to roll insight?
I am very scared, but yes. That's a 13.
It wasn't that hard. At some point, you lost Tally during that explanation. She's just sitting there and she's a little confused.
Okay. What do you want me to repeat?
Okay.
Tally's just kind of like sitting there and like I think she just kind of sighs and she like goes up to like sit next to Tobias on the bed. And gosh, I had the question in my head and now it's gone. Peck.
No. Questions. You can do it, Toby.
I'm trying to think.
Tobias was basically talking about how hate and love are driven by the same kind of passion.
Ah, okay.
Well, how though? Because like, if they're driven by the same thing, does that mean like they're similar and stuff? But like they're two very different things and stuff.
It's kind of, I guess, I would say it's kind of like light and dark, like you can't have one without the other kind of stuff.
Oh. I guess that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Well, do you know if Crunkle does packs and stuff?
Oh yeah, he definitely does packs. I'm just a follower of myself. I didn't do a pact with him, but yeah, he does them. Yeah, he has paladins and clerics. I don't know if he has any warlocks, but he does have paladins and clerics.
Okay.
I like Tally's thinking this over.
Well, what do you do if you're a follower? Because I know he's.
Well, I think Crunkle will be the best one to ask this question to, because it kind of depends on everyone.
Wait, can we go talk with him?
Oh yeah. Like,
what?
Okay. I should have started with this. Crunkle as a pub, cafe, restaurant on the boat.
Oh.
Yeah,
So
that's
wait,
kind
a boat?
of thing. Yeah, both.
Like on water?
Yeah.
Do you want to roll insight?
I think I don't even need to roll insight to see Tali's expression, but I will do it. That's a 14.
Yeah, it is immediate discomfort.
No. Oh, don't worry.
Listen, Tally and water do not mix.
Don't worry. When he's up and for people to come in, it's always in the port. It doesn't leave the port unless there's no one aboard. So like,
have you met him?
Yeah, I go to his cafe sometimes. Just basically that's a sort of like common knowledge amongst like Chronicle followers that he has this cafe and you can go talk to him most of the time, but like people who aren't his followers tend to not realize he's the actual deity. Because we call him Seb when we go in there. That's his name.
Seb.
Yeah, Seb. But otherwise, when we're talking about him, we call him Grunkle. But when we talk to him, we call him Seb.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
Seb. Seb.
Kelly's very much just repeating the name.
Baby.
Well, what do you do in the cafe sometimes? Is it like do you like buy food there, or is it just like a place where you can talk with him?
It's both. It's a normal restaurant thing where you can buy food and all the money goes to charities and all of that.
Ooh.
Because it is a deity. It doesn't really need the money, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
And so when you go talk to him, you can ask him for advice on things. Once again, that's a thing mostly followers do, but even some people who aren't followers can talk to him because it tends to know when you're in this cafe. It tends to know when you need advice.
Oh, so it's like you ask things and then he gives you advice on stuff?
Yeah, basically.
Well, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's like getting advice from a god. That's like...
Yeah, that it is really useful.
Does he stay in the same place a lot of times, or does his boat move around a lot?
No, he moves around.
Well, then how am I gonna find him? Because I'm trying to find him, because...
Well, I can show you where he is. I know he's not too far away these days. But, I mean, with the Clubhouse, we can go there pretty quickly. But maybe we should go in the morning.
Why the morning? Why can't we do it now?
Because it's 3 a.m., Tali.
And your point is?
I was sleeping, Tali. I'm in my pajamas, Tali.
You can sleep later. We can go now.
I didn't even. It's a nipping, Tali.
Tally hands over the crackers.
I think I'm gonna get something else. You can keep the crackers, thank you. And he is in fact going to the kitchen because there is no reasoning with this child. And also because there's another thing we want to do in this FPS.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it, it's fine. Yeah,
So,
it's making breakfast at 3 a.m.
Making breakfast at 3 a.m.
And that's just the way.
Ain't that just the way? Why are you making breakfast at 3 a.m.? I've lost control of my life.
I mean, that's probably something you would tell to people.
I'm just picturing like Tally like sitting on the bed swinging your little legs while Tobias is going over to make breakfast. He's gonna quickly find that the kitchen has in fact been raided. Tally left a mess.
Can you do perception check?
Oh, perception check. Okay. Boop. 14.
You are not sure, but you think you are the sigh of resignation. As he goes in the cupboards. He needs to get a tiny ladder for this because it is very small, but there are cupboards that he can go grab some food from. That Tally probably, possibly, maybe, I'm not sure. She's a rogue, but
look, Tally has a climbing speed. Tally has a climbing speed. None of your cupboards are safe.
Please, let him have hope. And not the machine kind. During all this time, I must stress that he is not looking at Tali because he is sleepy, he needs to eat and drink, and he needs to, if he's let to be doing that, to change his clothes to something that he can wear outside. But yes, he's not looking at Tali.
I think like Tally is just kind of like rubbing at one of her eyes as she's actually gonna start just talking as Tobias is making breakfast.
Aww.
So what have you been doing? Because it's been a while since I hung out here. Because I was like talking to Sammy, and then I was talking with Marcel, and like, yeah, just your boyfriend is mushy. He's really mushy.
Well, if I wasn't so sleepy, I'd probably be real mushy too.
Why though? Why? What is the point of the mushy?
Because it's cute and adorable. And that's how I tend to show love to people.
Taylor just blows a little raspberry.
He does the chuckle because that's adorable. How can he not chuckle at that? He's also if you want to do an insight on that, it's just a fun thing.
Oh boy, insight.
It's nothing important at all.
8.
Okay, good. Tali doesn't realize this, but for everyone listening, Tobias is omitting one detail when he tells Tali what he's been doing, and that is what he has been doing with Bun that one day in the studio.
I still haven't even listened to that FPS. I don't even know what's happening.
You will be real surprised when you listen to it. But yes, Tobias is omitting that detail.
This is a threat! This sounds like a threat, Lewis.
Don't worry about it. Mira knows. The Tobias and Bun FPS.
Good golly. Good golly.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. Anyway, yes, the point is he's omitting that detail.
Why though? Either way.
Because he does not want to enable Tali.
What do you mean enable? Okay, whatever. It's fine.
About it.
It's fine.
She got an 8. You're not getting any more than that.
We're putting a pin in it. Gosh, I'm trying to think of like stuff Tally would want to talk about.
What if for once Tobias asks the question?
Sure, go ahead.
Tobias still doing his little stuff, like he's probably cooking a little thing. And this is, what about you? What you've been doing during all this time?
Oh, well, I've been talking to a lot of people because well, I've been making friends. I've been making friends with a lot of people because, I never had friends before this. I met Rad, and Rad's really cool. He can make music, and
It's adorable.
And he's really fun to hang out with. And we made popcorn. We made so much popcorn.
Oh yeah,
Like this much popcorn. And like she kind of like she like Rubro style, like her arms spread out so it's like super wide.
Oh my god. Tobias is just doing a mental nod of asking about that episode to Bob later. He wants to know what happened after that. Oh, he solved the situation.
And then I talked with Donut, and Donut talked about how I have something called a pact with, well, I guess it's the guy that you guys beat up, the stupid guy.
The bastard man?
Him, yeah. I don't know what he looks like still, but he's stupid and dumb.
Well, thankfully we completely destroyed his ass. So he's probably not gonna come again anytime soon, and we can go talk to Crackle tomorrow if you want. That could definitely help.
But isn't it already tomorrow? Because it's kind of morning. We could go now!
Do you want to go now?
I mean, well, maybe we can have breakfast first.
I think breakfast will be really good right now.
Yee. What are you making?
And like Tally is like hopping down from the bed and like going over to the kitchen.
Bacon and pancakes.
Pancakes.
Because I had some batter left, and I am in a dire need of pancakes right now.
Pancakes are yummy.
Mm-hmm.
I like pancakes.
Just a casual little morning.
Just a little morning, just a little hangout.
That is not even morning because it is still 3 or 4 at this point a.m.
Who knows? It's
and
early.
The sun is not up at this time.
Mm-hmm. Well, I also,
and Tally's gonna roll hammer space for stuff.
Oh my god.
Okay, that's just barely a success. Tally just kind of like takes a couple steps back, reaches deep into her hat, and pulls out a giant stuffed cat.
Oh god.
Look what I
got! That's adorable.
I got it with Sammy. We went to the place with all the stuff that we can buy, and then we got stuff. I got this, and I also got, and like Tally's starting to.
Tobias is just breaking like the plates to the table as Tally is shoving things out of her hammer space.
Yeah. And like she pulls out like another stuffed animal, and like this one's just like a teeny little sheep.
Yeah.
He's like, look at this one. Look at this one. I sleep with this one sometimes because it's really soft. Feel it. Feel it.
Okay. Oh, that is very soft. Holy shit.
And then like I'm gonna roll Hammerspace one more time.
Oh my god.
And then, like, Tally also, like, brings out a very large assortment of candies.
Tally is
And then
a
I also got
wonderful
these.
type.
Look at them.
Ooh.
Look at them. I've never been able to buy candy before, and I was able to do it. And look at these. Look at these.
And, like, she holds up the little sunshine splash drop she has.
Mm.
These are really yummy.
Did you taste all of them yet?
Not all of them yet. I haven't tried out the lollipop or the
And, like, she pauses and takes a look at the last candy and, like, Stardust. This one! And
Well,
what flavor is it? I don't know.
it's fine.
I didn't
don't
think
worry
that
about
far.
it. Well, you should definitely try the lollipop before you go to sleep. That's when it's effective.
what's it do?
Uh,
'Cause,
it
like-
it brings you good dreams.
Oh. That
Mm.
sounds really useful, actually. I like that. And
Tally's
Aw.
like very looking at the little lollipop, like, ooh, you.
I'm gonna cry. I love Tally.
And like as she's talking, she's like setting like all the stuff that she's pulling out of her hat like onto the table next to next to where Tobias has probably set down the pancakes by now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aw. She's baby, and I will die for her. Anyway, yay! Tally also got a plate of bacon and pancakes.
Good. Good. Please know she's immediately trying to eat with her hands. Because she is a gremlin.
Tally does. Tobias looks at Tally, does one cough, gives her a fork. You're gonna dirty your mittens if you eat like that.
Oh, right, forks.
And Tally very seriously takes the fork. And then
She's so good.
and then with all the grace of a small child stabs the pancake
Good.
and lifts the entire pancake up off the plate with the fork.
That is in fact the only way to eat pancakes ever. There is no other way to do that.
Tally's just sitting right next to Tobias and she's just munching, doing a munch. Munch.
Gotta munch.
I'm gonna munch. I'm gonna crunch.
Oh, it's fine. Everything's fine. They're just having a funky little breakfast together.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing bad is going to happen at any point whatsoever. Just hearing the tappity tap of your fingers on the keys, and I know something is gonna happen.
Haha. Don't worry about it.
That
was in that one, but don't worry about it. That was legit in that one. I can't believe this. Anyway,
Anyway, it's fine. Tobias is just like washing the dishes after a nice, funky breakfast.
yeah. Tally is just kind of like quietly like finishing up her own pancakes and kind of like watches Tobias as he starts cleaning up, and like she picks up her own plate and like follows behind him to help a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Do it. I feel like I should make you roll something, but I don't know what.
I mean, there is a lot of skills that you could make me roll. Probably perception, but also I know you want this thing to happen. And also, let's
do
maybe not perception.
No, do perception. Do it.
Ooh, what about insight?
Do it.
Because
insight could work too, either or. Do it.
Either way, I don't have any bonus, so technically it's both. That is a 16.
Yeah. Tally's just kind of fallen a little quiet as you guys are, cleaning up after eating some pancakes.
Yeah, Tobias. You know what? Tobias is not going to assume the worst thing possible. He's gonna assume that Tally is falling asleep because that is a child. We'll wake him up at 3 a.m.
It is in fact 3 a.m. and she could just be getting a little sleepy.
But she's not.
Don't mind me.
I am minding you.
Don't mind it. Don't worry about it.
I am minding it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't tell me that. I know what's happening. Because yes, this FPS has been totally sinnerized. We have fooled you since the start. Except for all the thing about Crunkle, because I was actually honest about this. I made it all up on the board, and now it's canon.
Either way, I just rolled sleight of hand.
Tobias can't speak anymore, can he?
You don't know that yet. Shush.
Well, I mean, I think you would realize.
I was gonna have you make a con save, my dude.
I
roll a con save. Don't worry about it.
I am worrying about it, but also I know I shouldn't be worrying about it because I know everything that's gonna happen. But also I'm worrying.
Oh, good golly!
Because that is in fact the 2.
Well. Yeah.
Hey, Tobias. There's definitely the feeling that something's missing.
Yeah, the irony of Tobias saying, well, he's not going to come back anytime soon.
Well, yeah, Tobias, you definitely feel like you're missing something. And, there's just, Tally just standing next to you.
Yeah, Tobias is looking at Tally, obviously.
And,
a single sweat drop starts forming.
You don't even have to roll perception or insight.
I love the nervous laughter that both of us are having, even though we planned everything that's happening right now. None of this is a surprise to us.
Yeah, it really isn't. Tobias, you look down at Tally after having this realization of, hey, something's missing. And Tally is holding something glowing in one of her hands. And her other hand is a knife. And her eyes are, in fact, pink.
Hell yeah. That's fun. Tobias.
Hello again.
So as I said earlier, I said Tobias can't speak anymore, can he? Well, he's trying to say, "Oh, you fucker," but he can't.
He can't because
he's mimicking it with his mouth.
Yeah, because I know for a fact that bards rely a lot on their voices to cast magic, and
yeah, and that's one thing that Mr. M knows very much about Tobias, considering how many times he used vicious mockery against this puppet.
Mr. M is just getting rid of the problem before it can start. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Either way, Tally is just kind of like grinning, with a grin that's definitely not hers.
Hi!
We were looking
It's really
at
been a while,
Tobias's-
hasn't it?
We've been looking at Tobias's spells today, and pretty much, like, I would say almost all of them, but pretty much all of them uses a vocal component, which Tobias doesn't have anymore.
Haha. Gosh,
So
I had
Tobias is going to back the fuck off.
Gosh, I had things to say, but my brain is dying. Oh no.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Oh gosh, I had things! I had things! Ah!
Well, I mean, we have Fable in the chat. If Fable has anything to say about
Oh
this.
gosh, no, it's fine, it's fine. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. Well, either way, Tally did in fact say, well, hello again. It's been a while, hasn't it? And she's gonna cast Green Flame Blade on her knife.
Here. Okay. Tobias is a wonderful mixture of sky blue and purple.
Yeah, do we want to roll initiative? Because I think at this point we gotta roll initiative.
It's time for initiative, folks.
Yep. Oh boy.
17.
17!
I think you
Okay.
go first because you have a +3.
Mm-hmm. Telly does in fact have a +3 to her dexterity bonuses. Oh boy. Okay, well. I think she's just gonna straight up try to stab, which is fun. Oh no.
Can I do anything against that?
Well, you have your AC, right?
Yeah, possibly.
Oh,
you
no.
can get away.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. I'm breaking up the list and adding a little tack to the number of times Tobias got stabbed.
Oh gosh, dang it, Luz. I guess you could say you're adding tally marks. Anyway.
Fuck you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm terrible, aren't I?
You are,
Either
and
way,
I love
that's a
you
23
so
to
much.
hit.
Tobias
hold on, I
would
gotta
say,
add damage.
once again, people have realized this now, but Tobias swears a lot. He would have said fuck, but he can't. But he would have.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, it's time to roll damage. Oh boy. Okay, that's
Tobias
4
dies.
stabbing damage.
Tobias immediately dies.
No. No, he doesn't. Well, that's the knife damage, and I did cast Green Flame Blade, so what is it? Shoot, what's the damage? I forgot.
I don't know. I do
Yes,
not
I
have Green
folks.
Flame Blade.
I think it's a D8. Boop. 3 fire damage! Haha! Yeah!
That is great. That is wonderful. Tobias is activating his mage armor bracelet.
Okay, great. Because I was about to
After
say,
that.
it is in fact your turn now.
good, thank you. Yeah, he's activating it, like, really quickly, because, okay, this, is here to beat the shit out of me. Mhm. Well, that is a child. Well, Mr. M is a child, but Tali is, and Tobias does to, punch Tali.
Mhm. Yeah.
Or do any sort of damage to her.
Quite a conundrum, isn't it?
Mhm.
If you want, real quick, you could roll either perception or history real fast, and I'll give you something.
I want to roll history because history checks are always fun. And we don't do them. We don't do them often.
Mm-hmm.
And also because I have a +1 and nothing to perception.
Yeah, okay, so that is a 13, which, like, it's enough, because this happened very recently. Tally did, in fact, take out a whole bunch of stuff from her hammer space, and they are still, in fact, sitting on the table. There's...
I know.
I don't know if Tobias knows if they do anything, but there are things there.
Well, Tobias has not looked at any of these items the last times he went into Globe's shop. So unless Tally told him what some of them do, he probably wouldn't know.
I feel like she would have talked about... Well, that roll is high enough to, like, maybe get the inkling that they do some stuff, because Tally would have talked about the things that she bought, because she was talking about it, and, like, she was very excited about mentioning that, hey, I got these things.
And she's adorable, and we love her, unlike Mr. M.
Yeah.
That's great. I'm looking at the spell magic anyway. It's also a vocal cannon.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Tobias, like, well, he has realized he can't talk, so he's not gonna do that yet. He's gonna quickly go to grab the the sleepy ship.
Okay. Okay, the thing about that is there is an attack of opportunity because you're running away from Tally.
Yeah, obviously. Yes.
Yep. Okay. So
yeah.
+5. That's a 7. I don't think that hits.
That does not hit. Even without the mage armor
yeah.
plus. That does not hit. Thankfully. It just does a quick little dash. Does a physical fuck you, like flipping the bird to Mr. Because Tali cannot see that, thankfully. Well, I mean, he has so many times in front of Tali. I'm pretty sure she wouldn't be faced by a bird being flipped. But anyway, as I was saying, he's going for the sleepy ship.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Which I do not have the description for, because I do not have that item.
I can grab the description for you.
Thank you.
Ba-ba-da-ba.
Also, you know what?
Just because I'm in my existence sometimes.
Just because I'm extremely funny. Since Tobias, the talent that Tobias got removed from him is his voice. Tobias does not have his mouth anymore.
No mouth.
No mouth.
No mouth. Okay. Do you think it would be fair to say that the history check would have been your action or not? I don't know. Because I think it potentially could have been.
I think like skill checks count as action.
Okay, yeah. Okay, in that case, I think this would be the end of your turn because you did just do movement and stuff. But yeah.
Thankfully, he can slide across the carpet. No, he cannot, but it's fun to imagine.
Maybe that was his movement, just slide.
How do you slide across a carpet? I've never done this before.
Okay, let me just don't worry about it. I'm pulling up
I'm worrying about
spells that Tally has now, because guess what's been reactivated.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to make a wisdom saving throw?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, that's a nat 20.
That's a nat 20.
Well, that's fine.
Man, that is so good.
Tobias really
That's
just
so
said,
good.
Tobias really just said, fuck off.
Yeah.
Like, Mr. M tries to do something and ears in his mind.
So, Tally had just attempted to cast Cause Fear.
Okay, that's fine.
How Tally casts Cause Fear is that her eyes glow pink like it does whenever she does the magic stuff, and a whole bunch of extra eyes are now in the shadow of her hat, and it would be scary, possibly, except Tobias got a nat 20.
Yeah,
Tobias said, Tobias, you, I've seen all this crap before.
Yeah. Tobias has seen so much shit, and he is also extremely petty.
Okay, well, that was in fact her action. Bonus action. Tally just kind of like swears under her breath. I'm gonna roll stealth. That's a 24.
Oh my god.
Okay, well, the spell doesn't work, and Tally slips into the shadows. Which shadows, you aren't sure, but she's gone now.
She's here somewhere.
She has
but
stealth.
Where?
But where? She is a rogue. This is what she does, unfortunately.
This is fine. This is extremely fine. Can we talk about, I don't think Detect Thoughts will need, Tobias's voice to be activated.
I don't think it would, yeah. So I think you could cast that spell.
Yeah.
I think? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because thankfully that can be, used to, like, kind of know in which direction someone is.
Yeah. So paint us a word picture, Lewis. How do you cast this spell since you don't have your voice?
Well, Tobias has realized that his spells use a vocal component. He does not have a voice, but he can still make sound with his voice, which I guess will technically count as a vocal component. So he's gonna whistle. That's the biggest fuck you he can do to Mr. M, I think.
I feel like you should roll Arcana to see if that works. But also, that'd be really funny if it did.
Do you want me to roll Arcana? Because I'm scared, but I will
roll Arcana. Roll Arcana. Okay, well, I guess that works.
Tobias just going, the rules of magic are so easy to be broken. So easy to break.
Okay, well, I guess you cast Detect Thoughts. What does Detect Thoughts look like?
That's, if old people on the server remember, one of the first things I did here is go into IDs and say, what if when a toon casts Detect Thoughts, or it gets casted on the toon, there is a literal thought bubble that appears over their head.
Tobias, you can see above the table a little thought bubble. You have found the child.
There is the child.
There is the child.
There is a child loose in the shadows of the clubhouse. Well, not anymore.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to do?
Well, I guess
Can you do anything as a bonus action?
I don't think I can use the soup ship as an action. Well, as a bonus action, I don't think I can.
Yeah, not as a bonus action, I don't think. But also, like, considering you got a nat pecking 20 on the whistling to use verbal components, I'd allow you be able to cast one more spell. So if you do have a bonus action spell.
The thing is, Tobias only has spells that are casted as actions, except Healing Word, and he does not think he needs Healing Word right now. He's fine.
That is fair, but also Tobias, please. Either way.
He's going to back off. He's going to back far away enough from the... So he can, kind of look at where Tali is, but also not being close enough to be stabbed.
Well, either way, it's Tally's turn, and she's gonna climb up onto... Well, she's not actually gonna come out of her hiding space. She's gonna cast another spell.
Oh, also, can I ask, what is in the thought bubble right now?
Pink?
Because that's fine.
Pink. It's fine.
That's
Don't worry about it.
Oh my god.
Okay. Oh gosh, what spell did... Okay. This one. Okay, I need you to make another wisdom save.
Fear. And I'm saying fear by the fact that I am feeling fear. That's an 18!
Okay, that works! Tally just kind of pipes up from underneath the table. Freeze? Because she just tried to cast command. But,
Tobias Raleigh is just too petty for this.
Holy crap, once again. Once a pecking again, the spell does not work. Holy crap, Tobias, you are... You are powerful.
He is, and he doesn't even realize that. I mean, what? Anyway, carry on.
Either way, Telly just attempted to cast this, and then it doesn't work. Tally's just glaring.
Well, Tobias is glaring back. That's a throwback to the fact that they've stared at each other for 15 minutes straight on the start of this FPS.
Oh my gosh. Well, either way, Tally just kind of sighs and goes, okay, well, I guess we're gonna get this over with now, huh? And she's pulling out the knife and running for you. Unfortunately, she's out of actions, so she can't attack. So, it's your turn.
I'm looking at how the ship is casted. So 5 charges. Okay, can cast a spell and I allow charge. If all charges are used, this.
Okay, so how the Sleepy Sheep works is that you can use it to cast sleep, and it has 5 charges. And if you use more charges, it becomes a higher level of sleep.
Well,
so like, say you use 4 charges, you can cast sleep at 4th level, 5 charges, 5th level, etc.
Well, Tobias is gonna use all the charges on this.
Oh boy! Okay. Okay, let me how many dice is that? That's a lot of dice. Let me read sleep for everyone at home.
That's a lot of damage.
Okay, sleep. The spell sends creatures into a magical slumber. Roll 5d8. The total is how many hit points of creatures this spell can affect. Creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose within range are affected in ascending order of their current hit points. Okay.
Mhm.
When you cast a spell using a second level or higher, roll an additional 2d8 for each slot above the first. So first level does 5d8. Second is 7, 9. That's 13d8.
Like that is sure that she's gonna go to sleep.
That is 13d8. All right. Well, I guess roll that.
Also, I'm just saying that to cast it, Tobias literally yeets it at Tully's head.
Yeet! That's 59. That is more than double Tally's HP.
He yeets it at Tully's head, it bonks on her, and immediately she falls to the ground. Tobias is killed Tally.
There's just a squeaky toy sound, and then Tally's just asleep on the ground.
Oh my god. And Tobias takes some time to think about the situation here.
Yeah. Well, Tally's asleep for a minute now, so...
Yeah.
So
Tally
has in fact dropped the knife that she was holding, as well as the talent, which is just kind of on the ground.
He's gonna quickly grab that back and grab the knife too, just in case. And put it
remove
in
the weapon from the child.
Yeah, put the knife in the arm space and get the talent back. I don't know if Engineer has described he got the talent back in his body. So Tobias is kind of looking at
just standing there holding it like, how do I do this?
Just like, finally, I got it back. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. I mean, you can roll intelligence.
Oh my god, is Tobias smart? Finally, we will discover this today. So, should I do history to see if he remembers engineers?
You do history.
Okay. That's
okay. So you did in fact because Engineer probably would have told you, as well as the fact that you did see Sammy take his talent back on Animus.
I don't remember if Tobias paid that attention to that or not.
Well, either way, you rolled high enough that you did. So you can consume talent to regain.
Consume.
What the heck would your talent taste like? I don't think I thought this far.
I am not sure, because I was gonna be like, yeah, well, it will taste like the color, but the talent is in fact multicolor.
It tastes like Skittles. Taste the rainbow.
I'm gonna cry, but yes. You taste the rainbow.
Yep, okay, well, you've got your talent back. Tally's asleep on the floor.
Well, he's gonna grab her and put her in the bed to wait for her to wake up. Because that's better to sleep on the bed than on the carpet.
I'm just picturing you just like burrito wrapping Tally up so she can't move when she wakes up.
Yeah. So Mira is yelling at me to have Tobias take the sleeping child to bring her to Crankle. The thing is, have you ever thought about the fact that even though it's 3 a.m., also time probably has passed, so it's like 5 a.m. now, there are probably some people outside. How would you feel like if you saw someone run around with an unconscious child under their arm.
Plus, there's the fact that sleep only lasts a minute, which means Tally's awake now. Eyes are still pink, and she's trying to wiggle out.
Tobias immediately going, "Don't give me that look."
Tally just glares at him.
Listen, I'm gonna roll face. Because I just want to do a little thing since that missed right there. Also, I'm just gonna say, spoilers for that one FPS I did with Stobbs.
Oh.
That's a 10. Good. Tobias pulls out a broom and said, "Okay, what should I do? Because you're in my friend's body, but also I have another friend who said that if I ever saw you again, I should bonk you with her broom. So what do you think, Miriam?"
Well, Tally's just kind of like sitting and staring at you now.
What? Cat's got your tongue because you sure got mine earlier.
I really don't have time for this.
Okay, well then I'm gonna just, yeet you out of that body, and we're gonna go see my good crab uncle. It'll be fine.
I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll acrobatics to see if he can wiggle out, because he's not going out of this without a fight.
Do it at disadvantage because he's in a blanket burrito.
I will. Don't worry. Well, that's still a 22. There's just a popping sound.
Well, that's great because Tobias doesn't need to touch him to cast Dispel Magic.
Yep. Please tell me to cast spell magic, you bonk. Gently.
Yeah.
Gently bonk.
He does it at 4th level, which means he automatically ends the effect of the spell. If it's
let me
equal
look
to or less than the level of the spell slot I used, which is 4th.
I mean, yeah, that it would have been dominate person. So yeah, dispelled.
Yeah, just like
nice.
Also, that's how he uses the spell. He just says "fuck off" and Mr. M is not here anymore. Just like, oh, fuck off.
And peck off he does. Tally is just kind of standing there and blinking the pink out of her eyes.
Hi, sweetheart.
She's just like looking around. What? Hello?
You know what?
I'm gonna roll something for Tally to see if she can connect dots.
Mm-hmm.
She can.
Well, she's.
Did I go pink again?
You know what? I'm gonna grab my clubs real quick, and we are going to see right now.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. It's gonna be fine.
Okay.
Like, if you want to roll insight.
Yeah, I guess he will definitely roll insight on that because child. That's a nat 20.
Nat 20! Tally's pecking sad.
Oh, well.
Because, like, she was very much liking the fact that the pink wasn't happening for a while, and now it's happening again, and she doesn't like it.
Well, you know what? Tobias is just like looking at her, and then he's gonna give her a big hug.
Aww. I think Tally is a little bit surprised for a bit before she very awkwardly hugs Tobias in return. I didn't hurt you, did I? I didn't mean to.
I couldn't hear for a second.
Well, Tally's saying I didn't hurt you, right? I didn't.
No, don't worry. They didn't have time to do anything.
Looks pointedly at the stab wound.
Well, I mean, Tobias will like that. Come on, he's not gonna show a child that he got stabbed.
Either way, you might need to roll deception.
Well, I'm rolling deception, and you are rolling both insight and perception to see if she notices the stab wound and if she can see through his deception.
Yeah. Okay, well, insight and perception are the same modifier for Tally, so it can probably just be the same roll. You go first.
Also, that's a fun fact, but Tobias has advantage on rolls that have to do with acting. And technically, deception is acting.
You know what? Fair. I'll allow it.
So that's a dirty 20. I'm gonna go with the dirty 20.
And Tally got a nat 1 on insight. That's amazing.
Oh, that's great.
She believes you, I guess.
Yeah, he's just going about, he just yelled at him again, and he made him live just as fast as he can.
Yep. Okay. And Tally is just hugging. Tally gets hugged.
Aww.
And that might be a good point to end this FPS.
Yeah, they do a big hug for a few long minutes. Tobias gets dressed real quick in quick clothes, just, t-shirt, sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Sweatpants and shoes, and it's time to go see Crunkle.
Time to go see Crunkle! And we're gonna end this FPS here, and we're gonna do another FPS very soon to get the conclusion of this.
By very soon, we mean after a short break, which is gonna be a very short break. So that's right now.
Yeah, but for now, we are signing off and saying goodbye. See you next time.
Bye, y'all.
Goodbye. Thank you for listening.